Welcome to TNT, baby, the naked truth with Taylor Armstrong, where I'm going to expose everything about my life, and my guests are going to come on, get naked with me, and bear it all. Now let's get naked. We're back, TNT. I'm Taylor, and this is my friend Gemma, and we just got back from a wellness retreat. Now, a lot of you don't know enough about me yet to know that a wellness retreat is probably the last place you would ever find me. Gemma, how did I do? Just go ahead, criticize away.
Okay, I think that, given that it was like pulling teeth to get you to go, but we had a really good time. And I think that we had like some stuff that was just kind of like shocking that kind of hit home, but it was also very difficult.
It was very difficult, but I was so nervous going into the concept of a wellness retreat because she was sending us all these parameters or suggestions for when we come.
That's when it got hard.
Right? I know. I was thinking, oh, what are they about to put us through? Because I didn't really know what to expect. I knew there was going to be yoga, but I don't know how difficult the yoga is going to be.
And don't wear black.
Oh, okay. That was almost a deal breaker for me.
I had to shop all night long. I'm like, I realized I don't own anything that's not really black.
I know. I'm like Johnny Cash. I'm like, wait, I have to wear white, all white? Okay, I'm going to have to figure this out. And she wanted us to be in super light colors. So I'm like, okay, I feel like now she's a rule maker and I'm a rule breaker. And I could already think like I'm going to be at this wellness retreat for 2 days with somebody telling me what to do.
2 full days.
Panicking already. I was
no drinking, no color
drinking.
Black, no loud music.
Right. And also you have to eat clean foods.
Clean food.
The whole time.
Yeah.
And that's a long time for me to do all of those things.
I know.
I mean, I will eat a McDonald's cheeseburger.
I know.
I will. Don't think I won't.
I think you had one on the way out.
I did.
I know.
Actually, when we left, I'm going to tell you that later. So I almost didn't tell you because I figured you'd be so disappointed in me.
You're like, I had to get the burger before the wellness retreat just in case we didn't have access.
Exactly. So on the way to the wellness retreat, I was running late.
Right.
And so I had to help Kennedy with something. And I was starving and I knew I was supposed to eat clean food for 2 days.
Right.
And I knew there was a Wendy's coming up on my route.
Right.
And I thought, this is my last chance. I'm panic stricken.
I literally had the same thought, but I was scared there wouldn't be bathroom access.
So I'm in these all white sweats, not me, right? And then I'm thinking, this woman sounds like she's going to be pretty militant on us, right?
Yes.
And so I covered myself with a black jacket that was in my back seat, thinking if I know what's going to happen. I'm going to squeeze the Wendy's cheeseburger and the ketchup's going to fall right on the white sweatsuit. Right. And now I'm going to be busted when I walk in the door. They're just going to be like,
the food dripping
you're a cheater already.
Oh my
right?
God. So bad.
And I'm like hiding the Wendy's bag underneath the back seat of my car because I didn't know what to expect.
You don't want them to see it.
Do we all park by each other? It was like I was sneaking drugs around. It was incredible. No, I was just really thinking I'm never going to eat nothing. There's not going to be a single thing there I'm going to want to eat.
No, there's true. And there really wasn't.
There really wasn't.
No,
everything was pretty vegan.
I know.
Which I think I could do vegan, but thinking of it when it feels like, oh no, I only have vegan choices. When you go to a retreat and you're there for 2 days and they're in control of what you eat, your schedule, what you wear.
The whole thing.
I know, right?
I was relieved when they saw that lunch was provided by Montecito Farms because I totally love their food. Mm-hmm. But then everybody had already eaten before I got to the food. So there was nothing left but these tofu sandwiches. And it was so funny because there was a couple other girls that hadn't gotten a sandwich either. And I was like, well, I love vegan food as long as it's just vegan food, but I don't want anything that's faux meat or faux whatever or tofu. And they were like, me neither. I was like, that was it. So we both grabbed a chocolate chip cookie that they also had at the end of the table. Right. And that's what we ate for lunch.
Like a vegan chocolate chip.
No, that was a real chocolate chip.
Oh, well, look, Miss Rule Breaker.
I know.
Okay.
Well, they ordered them though. When I saw it there, I was like, right? How serious are they about these rolls?
Waving crack in front of a crack addict.
What is that?
Wait, don't put them out if we're not allowed to have them.
I know, seriously.
So not nice. So we first got there. I was like, okay, this is a super cool group. Everyone was so young. I was a little surprised and young and gorgeous. But I just think of their generation, the younger generation, it's so cool because they're already connected with themselves and are already feeling like they want to search for their inner spirit and
I
inner
was so
peace.
Impressed with all the girls were sharing life experience, stuff that my friends and I would be never telling a whole group of strangers, right? They were just on the table doing the work. And I was like, wow.
Very introspective.
Do you want to share? And I'm like, don't. I'm like, she'd make eye contact with me and I'd be like,
I know. I was trying not to make eye contact too. Yeah. So we went into that first meditation and you and I are both pretty ADD.
Yeah.
And meditating has just been impossible for me. And I know that there is a way in the world that I'm going to learn how to do this, but I try incessantly. One of my friends does it twice a day for 45 minutes.
Oh my
and so
gosh.
I just count the time and I think, okay, that's 2 hours. And then how do you get yourself into it? I'm just thinking about how much time that would take.
It would cause me more anxiety than it would relieve to stop doing whatever for 45 minutes twice a day.
I can't.
No.
And so they were guiding us through the meditation and they wanted us to give one trauma that happened to us in our life.
Was this the third meditation? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Victoria's song.
Yes, she was amazing.
She's
amazing. Like life coach, incredible. And her guidance was fabulous. And I like how she wanted to do like a juxtaposition between something horrible that happened in your life and then something amazing that happened. Or what if the outcome would have been different, how your emotions and your pain might feel different. Like you get fired from your job.
I'm shocked you got all that because I was so couldn't even understand what we were doing.
Well, I understood the premise that's when she was explaining it until we actually had to try to do it ourselves. But like if you get fired from your job, what emotions are you taking in, right? You're taking in like shame because you're embarrassed, and then you're taking in resentment maybe because you got fired and you thought you were a great employee.
And you don't know why.
Right. And then you're taking on fear because you don't know what you're going to do next. So it's just like this huge ball of horrible things that are attached to this vision of the day you got fired.
Right.
Yeah. And then you think about the day you got hired for your next job, and then it's pride and excitement and all the things that you're like, I'm worthy of this after you felt all these horrible things about the firing.
Self-talk.
Right. So her message was to tie all that together and try not to let it just always come up for you emotionally of what you went through.
Right. You're supposed to give it like a positive spin.
Right.
So that you can remember all the reasons why it was good for you too.
Right. Like,
I
wouldn't have gotten out of that job, then I wouldn't have got the better job, like turning it into like it was maybe a better thing for me.
I do think I do that naturally, like in life, in my life situations. But then when I have to sit there and they're literally telling us like, okay, first you're in a room with like 25 people,
which is awkward,
and with your eyes closed,
right?
And there's cameras,
wearing white,
and there's cameras everywhere because they're like filming the whole thing for their promotional videos, right? And so you're like, okay. And I remember I kept peeking and I kept looking over at you. Like, does she know what she's doing right now?
And it was the worst because you and I shouldn't have sat side by side, not across from each other.
I know,
because
I
kept looking at you the whole time to see if you looked like you were really doing it too.
Yeah. I started out doing it, but then like her voice was so soothing that somewhere in between there, I was like, wait, what was she saying? Wait, what am I supposed to be doing? Wait, how am I melding the two things together?
I know.
And then I like look over at you and I'm like, well, she looks like she gets it. I don't know.
It's because I was completely zoned out thinking about something probably totally irrelevant in my life because I could not stay focused on the whole thing. I was like, wait, what were my emotions after this bad thing happened? And then what were the good ones? Because then I got to meld them together in my mind. I'm like, can I get a piece of paper? This is just way too hard to try to do it all in my head.
I couldn't, I like lost it. It was actually too many. Like I needed to start taking notes. Like there was like so many steps to this process.
And it was a great idea.
Yeah.
It's just, I wonder how long.
Well, it worked for other people there. I think maybe it is the ADHD thing. Cause like afterwards she was like, the room seems lighter. And everybody was like, yes, it does. And I was like, what?
I didn't feel, I know the same reaction when everybody said the room felt lighter. I'm like, do I feel lighter?
That's how I felt too. I feel lighter too.
I'm like, I'm a failure at meditation. This is so bad. I don't need this on my ego.
I know it was bad. Oh, okay. Let me tell you a story though, because you missed the second one, and I think you would have loved this girl. And I don't remember her name, but her personality was off the charts awesome, and mainly because she kept using the F word so much. I think I don't know. She seems so.
No wonder
confident.
I would love her.
Yeah, she's like, you don't have to fucking whatever. It was funny, but she made us like choose a stranger. And, like and it's interesting because like if you were there, I would have chosen you and we would have been like looking at each other or whatever. But because it was a total stranger, it was like a really weird experience, right? And it was for the girl too. So we sat down and we're facing each other and we're supposed to do like, I am, you are. So you say like, I am. And this is an interesting thing for people to try.
This
right?
is interesting.
Yes, you're like, I am, however you feel right now. So you say like, I am. And I was like, I am overwhelmed, right? And then she's like, I am overwhelmed. But she meant she was overwhelmed with the retreat. Because then she said, it's not really what I thought I signed up for. Like underneath her breath, right? She's like, I don't know about all this. So I think she was kind of like, I don't know, this might be too airy-fairy for me, right? So I watched her start out with that. And then like, as we were working through this process, like she had a break and it was like wild because she started out on this like against the whole idea thing. And then we started looking and doing the thing where we're looking at each other. And then you have to tell each other you are. So I was like, you are beautiful and you are courageous, because she told me she moved there from a different state and she's young and all this stuff. Like, you're courageous, you're all this thing. And she just was like, I think I'm gonna cry.
Aw.
And then she like grabbed my hands. And so we're holding hands, and
so...
she starts crying.
Oh no.
And I'm crying.
I would have been crying with you.
No, we're both like crying. And I'm like, oh my God, is this? And you're like, the whole time you're like, is this really happening? Am I like having an actual like moment with this other human being where like literally all I see is like her soul, because like we're just nakedly staring at each other and we're both crying at the end. I'm like, let's hug it out. And like we give each other big hugs or whatever.
That's so sweet.
And we said to the teacher, and I was like, I think you made us fall in love. And she was like, I do. I love you. And I'm like, I love you too. And I got her number.
Oh my God.
We're gonna go to
you
lunch.
had her number?
Yeah, we're gonna go to lunch.
Did you guys make out after?
No, it didn't go that far. But what
was
was interesting is she told me her mom had passed away. And my mom passed away when I was about her age at the same time.
Yeah.
And she had these big blue eyes like my daughter. And it was funny because she was looking at me like her mother, like a motherly figure. And I was looking at her like my daughter. And it was just like this like weird thing. Like I told my husband about it on the way home and I was like sobbing. And it was like crazy.
I'd be curious what adjective she chose when she said you are to you.
When she's, she just, I mean, I don't know. I started crying. She reamed me up and down with compliments that like were beautiful. And I was like, she's like, you're like nurturing. And I was like, I lost it.
That's what I was wondering, if it was going to be words that you would use for your mother.
Yeah.
Like yours to her are like something you would say to your daughter, like you're beautiful, you're worthy, all these things.
Yeah, I knew she was choosing me like as her mother figure,
right?
Because of what she had told me.
Right.
So it was like, that was really, it was really a weird magical thing that happened.
Yeah.
That neither of us were expecting to happen.
I think that's the goal at these types of wellness retreats, is to dig deep and find something that is, you wouldn't bring up every day because maybe it's buried so deep, but then you're staring at this gorgeous young girl knowing that even though she's so much younger than you, you both have experienced this horrible trauma.
And she feels out of place, and you just like want to, and that was an interesting thing about that exercise is when you say you are or I am, the other person can't like say anything to make it okay. So if you say like, I am sad, you don't say like, oh, what's wrong? Like whatever, you have to just be there for them and accept however they feel right now. Which is like, I think that's a really good exercise in relationships too, or in your home, like somehow to just bring it into your life, because it makes you kind of stop for a minute and analyze like how you're actually feeling.
Well, and if you say, somebody says to you, I feel sad, and then you negate them by saying, well, you shouldn't be sad. You should be happy. You have a great job. You have a great husband. You have this. That's like, no, but I'm feeling sad.
And that's what we all do though.
We're trying to Band-Aid it.
It's like, oh, and sometimes they're like, oh, I don't look so good. Nobody says, oh no, you don't look so good today. They're always like, they always tell you, no, you look great today. And I'm like, okay, but they probably do to most people look great.
Right. But I do think like if somebody's
sometimes you just need
sad,
to be like, yeah, I can see that you're a little tired today.
Right.
At least it's validating your feelings.
Or saying, I can understand why you feel sad. You lost your mother, and not taking it away. Like, you have so much to look forward to. There's a whole life in front of you, and I think it's hard to not do that because a lot of us are people pleasers, and we just want to make everyone feel better. And also that way, you don't have to take on their emotions, and you don't have to walk them through it, because that's a big commitment, also.
Right. And I think a lot of people actually do that. And then they bring their friends' feelings onto themselves. I have a tendency to do that sometimes too. I worry about pretty much everyone in my life.
You do, for sure.
Like, I feel like I need to buy 5 acres and build 10 houses because everyone's going to end up homeless or something if I don't. Like, I do understand like wanting to solve problems. And so there is definitely like a healthy boundary. I say to you, because I know you're working on a new book.
Yes.
But
boundaries.
There is a healthy boundary that needs to be set there where you're like, okay, I love you. I care about you. I want to be there for you. But like, I can't let this affect my life.
Right.
Yeah. And that's not selfish.
No, it's not. Especially if you're, you have your own stuff going on, and you may not have the energy to be that person's crutch in that moment. And I think having such a healthy relationship where you say, I am here for you, but I don't think I'm going to be strong enough to take you through this whole journey. Like one of my friends who's going through a super long divorce, I do have the energy with her, but there are other people I'm like, I don't think I can stick this out for 2 years of crying every single night and going through it, because I take on her emotions, and then I end up feeling super depressed over her divorce. And it's like, where do you draw the boundary there? And
you're one of the sweetest people ever. So you want to help everyone all the time. So I totally understand that it is hard to say and set that up.
But I think the wellness retreat ideas too, of telling us it's okay to not please people all the time and to
Right.
let yourself process why you do that. Is it because you're afraid of losing people if you don't set your own boundaries, or is
Right.
it because you're just so empathetic you can't help yourself? Like, what's your intention? Why are
Yeah.
you doing it? Why are you making these
I
choices?
ask that myself that all the time. And I know for me personally, I've had like a lot of really shitty times. Like the truth is like I feel like I have an anomaly of a life where like everything that's super awesome also comes with crazy tragedy. Right. So it's like when I see other people hurting, I just kind of want to be like, you don't have to go through that.
Right.
Like it doesn't have to happen that way. Like, so I'm like, I feel like I'm trying to save them from experiencing the pain that I've experienced.
You and
Like, no,
I know
crying.
you're cheering now. I'm going to cheer. Here we go. Now we're back at the wellness center.
Now we're going to start crying.
Here we go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we did do some fun things while we were there
Oh
too.
my
I
gosh,
got
yeah.
acupuncture, which I thought was so relaxing,
So
and it
cool.
was great. I could almost feel myself more in the acupuncture. I could feel my body relaxing more than the
Really?
meditation because I was putting so much pressure on myself to make myself meditate. Like I wanted to be able to do this,
Right.
I was just like,
Then you can't do it.
I can't do it at
Yeah.
all, right? And it's
Yeah.
like you can't meditate pressure yourself. Like that's the exact opposite of what
What?
the plan is. So with the acupuncture, the woman talked very softly and she was telling me about my chakras, and I'm like,
Really?
okay.
She did the whole chakra thing too.
Yeah, she was telling me about different lines and everything I'm going, like not trying to like,
I think I have to learn more about acupuncture
it's very relaxing.
because I do not know why. So my service that I chose was it's a cynosure laser. It's almost like a Morpheus 8 where they do like microneedling, like little pins in your face. And for some reason, I'm not scared of that. But acupuncture totally scares the heck out of me. Like I didn't want to do the acupuncture because I'm like, that's scary.
Oh,
and then I went and signed up for this other thing that's like 5,000 times more needles than
Right.
acupuncture.
And way more painful.
And-
Like you really don't even feel it with acupuncture. Well, I'll just have to take you because I think I am
Right,
going to do
it's so
some more
crazy.
sessions, because if I need to learn how to clear my mind and meditate, maybe that is my jumping off point.
Yeah,
right?
it's like your doorway.
Yeah, she puts the needles in and then I start to relax and then maybe I can focus my mind.
And you're forced to relax because they're needles.
right. And you can't get up.
No. So you're like,
Needles
don't
all in
move.
you.
Don't move. We don't want to hit the wrong
I think
spot.
you need to try it.
Okay, yeah.
And
I
they can
think
do
we
it
will.
for different stuff, like pain, obviously, but they can do it for stress, anxiety, all the things
Right.
that I have.
I'm starting to realize that I'm not like a very big believer in a lot of things. It's like so weird. I'm starting to realize just recently that I'm like a facts person.
Right.
Like, okay, acupuncture, is it very airy fairy or is it 100% like it works? But I know that so my daughter did have acupuncture. She actually got Bell palsy,
Oh, wow.
which is so weird. And this was like during the vaccine stuff when everybody was getting Bell palsy. Strange enough, she wasn't vaccinated, but she still got Bell palsy at the same time, which was so weird. And
so weird. And she's so young.
yeah, and so it did help her. She actually cleared up pretty right away. So, and I don't know, but I kept thinking like, it's not the acupuncture, but maybe it really was.
I didn't let her do it on my face. I was too scared for that. But
Right.
everything else, but definitely we should give it a try. I think I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna try like a package of sessions and see
Yeah.
if it makes a difference in my life.
Yeah,
It's not
absolutely.
gonna hurt.
Right, exactly. As long as it doesn't hurt.
Okay, we got our swag bags when we were leaving.
Okay, let's
and
talk about
I haven't
these
even
swag
had a
bags.
chance to go through them yet. But I'm always like, okay, they try to give you the bag, and I'm always thinking, I really don't want the bag because I have so many products in my
Yeah,
house
we've
from
talked about
all
that.
the years of swag bags. I'm
Right.
like, please let there be good stuff in it, right? Now, this
Yeah.
is like the teenage girl
There's
in
hardly
me who's
ever
thinking,
any-
please let there be something good in this bag when I take it home. And half the
Right.
time I'm just excited to take all the stuff out and then I never use it. But it's
Yeah,
just,
I think it's like fun to get it, but
Uh,
then you're like, now what? And it like goes in a big box or something
totally.
somewhere.
I have so much.
That's why we got to do giveaways with the stuff that's on the swag
Yes.
bags
That's what we
for
should
the
do.
viewers.
For sure. Because then
Yeah.
we have so much of it, it's just going to expire. So we should
Yeah.
definitely do giveaways.
That's the biggest problem with getting these gifts from companies. Like I love getting them. I love promoting them. I love talking about it, but like I never have time to use this stuff. Like, I mean, you can only use so much face wash before it goes bad.
100%.
Right?
Okay, we're going to do like,
Let's
maybe
do
we
a
should-
like it, love it, leave it
Let's do it.
on the swag bag.
Okay.
Okay,
let's
ready?
see it.
Okay,
Yeah,
we have
let's
it
see
here.
Okay,
So
I'm
this
excited.
whole thing, let's grab it.
Let's see what's in here. Oh, it's heavy.
It is
That's a
heavy.
good sign.
Oh my gosh. And this is 3D PR and marketing put this whole thing together
Okay.
for us to check out. Okay.
Oh my
Let's
goodness.
see.
Let's see what this is. Okay, it's called Crystal Water.
I like the
This is why the box is so heavy, I think. You know, I'm all into
I like the
crystals.
packaging.
Packaging's really
Packaging's
beautiful.
super nice. Black box
Yeah,
opens on
super
both
cute.
sides.
And I love crystals. So this would be like one more way for
Right.
me to walk around with a crystal
Okay,
in my
so what
life.
is the thing with the
How smart
crystal?
does that look?
Look, that's cool. Oh, there's liquid in there too. I haven't seen one like that.
Yeah.
And so
we're
this stays in
actually
there.
getting ready to have a full moon. So I've got to rub it down with sea salt and
How does
warm
that
water.
work? So you know all about this.
I do.
You're like the crystal girl.
I do.
Okay, because I always wondered, like, what is this? Like, how does this work?
Transmits energy, and different crystals have different powers, different influences on you. And so you scrub it down with warm water and sea salt, and then you put it in the moonlight.
Right.
And it charges it.
Right.
And then you have it. But I love the fact that it's in here because you've got direct contact with it all the time, because some of my crystals are big.
So would the eclipse have done anything to your crystals if you put it out?
I had mine out because I knew there was some crazy moon activity going on. So I have to see if I get like a burst of energy this week. But with this one, I like it because otherwise, me walking around with my huge crystals, I look like crazy crystal lady. And people would be like, "Why does she have crystals in her car and like walking around with them?"
That's gonna be you.
This is it. This is like my beard for my crazy crystal lady.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Okay, this is a love, I think.
Okay, so let's put on. Let's do a love side.
Okay,
that's a love it.
Love it.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's see. What are these?
Let's see what we have here. Manuka Honey Drops by, what is it? Weatherspoon? Weatherspoon. That sounds a little seductive.
Let's just see what these are all about. Are they aphrodisiac?
Should we open it?
Yeah.
An aphrodisiac would be awesome.
Yeah.
Like a little.
Well, I mean, Weatherspoon.
Okay, let's try one. Here's one.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Okay, let's try one.
Actually.
And so these are everything free.
There's actually nothing in them.
It's just nothing. A big blob of honey. It's just honey. Like no sulfate, no coloring, no preservatives, peanut free, soy, dairy, all of that free. 2 of them, 50 calories, 25 calories each. Okay.
What do you do with them?
Organic.
Like put them in drinks? I mean, are they for like colds?
It says it's a product of New Zealand. Hold on.
Oh, well, that makes all the difference.
Just a honey drop. But that's interesting that you asked that, because I wonder if you just eat it or if you put, coats throat, small batches.
Maybe I should put it in.
Never.
In food or no?
But I think it could be kind of cool if you just dropped one in a cup of hot tea or something.
They're good.
That's a whole new business.
They're pretty big.
Right?
I don't think I can talk with them.
What do you think? Oh, no. It's definitely for cold.
Yeah. I think they're good, though, because they taste a lot better than a cough drop. Okay, I think they're pretty good. But but you don't know if it's a cough drop. Okay.
I wish they were smaller.
Do we need I know, especially if my mouth is feeling, that they're too big, then that's a problem.
But I do think it's a like it.
Okay.
I wonder what the retail price is on that.
I wonder too.
I'm going to take a little sip.
Okay, what is this?
Okay, what is it called?
I think it is a...
Did you just give it to me because you can't pronounce it? Because I can't.
No, I can't. It's not the pronouncing, it's my vision.
What is it?
I don't know. Open it.
Is it
it's
UV?
like Christmas.
UV eraser, beauty eraser.
Oh, like the makeup remover?
Yeah, it looks like one of those smart makeup removers. Oh, remember the original one was called Erase It? Sorry, UV. This is already going in a...
We already have a million of them piled.
This is going in a leave it pile bit for me, but... Oh, well, maybe not. Okay, I don't understand it.
I don't either. Why does it have 2 pouches?
Why? Oh,
it's kind of pretty.
You put your hands in. Okay, maybe it's a like it.
It might be a like it.
Okay, this is a like it, but not a love it.
It looks super soft, and I like the fact that it's gray, because when they get like white things to take your makeup off with, it doesn't matter how well you wash them.
So this is like you go like this with your hands in there, but I just still don't understand.
Do you feel claustrophobic with it covering your face?
Like, I mean, it's a cool concept, but I just don't see this actually happening. Like,
okay,
the water's running. I'm putting my hands in it. I mean, I like it. I like the design. I like the branding. I like the packaging.
Yes.
I like everything about it, except for I just don't think it's that.
It's not winning.
Yeah. So
it's not winning over. It's not the new mousetrap, right?
It's not. No, it's not the new mousetrap.
It's not the new mousetrap.
So I think, okay, let's do like it. This is a like it, but it's not a leave it because you could think it's useful.
Okay.
Okay.
And this one, get open. Here we go. Let's see. This one is.
What's it called?
Oh, good. Cosmic Berry.
Cosmic Berry.
Yeah, I wonder if it's something you eat.
Is this a vape?
What? Is it a vape?
Mellow plus melatonin, Cosmic Berry, 800 puffs.
But it's just melatonin.
Yeah, I think so. It says 800 inhale per device.
Okay.
No nicotine. FDA approved facility.
The packaging is super cool, right?
It is really cute.
Yeah, very cute.
Okay,
it's
you're going to try
turquoise,
this?
fade to pink, fade to purple. It's like a chooky vape, right?
Yeah.
But if it's for sleep, I'll do it.
Want to try it?
I don't think it works.
How do you, let me see.
Is
there an on and off button?
I don't think so.
You have to be a professional vapor to use this.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, there's a thing. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There is a thing in it. Oh, it smells good.
It tastes good.
You're going to pass out and go to sleep now?
Works fast, too.
It works fast.
All right. I fall asleep in the car on the way home from the studio.
Oh my gosh, that's so
It'll
funny.
be the first time melatonin's ever put me to sleep because I need to drive. Because when
my
I've tried it at
God.
home, it does nothing. So this will be the day it
I've
actually
never
works.
had melatonin actually work.
Me neither. It gives me nightmares.
I've taken all the things and it doesn't do it. It's not it for me.
Me
So
neither.
like it, love it, leave it.
Well, it's cute, and if it works, if I fall asleep in my car on the way home, then
Maybe.
I'll love it.
Then you'll love it. So you don't know. That's to be determined.
Okay. It's a TBD.
I'm like a leave it. I'm gonna leave it on it.
Okay, I'll put it in the middle.
But yeah,
because I need to fight over it.
Yeah, we'll fight. We don't need to fight over this one.
I know this is not the time. So I think we saw this one there, and I was wondering. So this is the Flow and Go body gel, and I think it's De La Heart. I like the packaging a lot, but I was wondering, Flow and Go body gel. Does that mean it actually makes the tan stay, or is that just like a makeup-y product?
What is this? Oh, this is the Flow Glow body oil.
Oh, so it's not giving you a tan.
No.
It just looks sexy.
No, yeah, it's just...
Yeah, Nene Leakes always
gives you the glisten.
Sexiest glisten and glow on her legs.
Does she?
Oh, yeah. Her legs
God, you ask her what she uses.
Moisturized.
She's like, it's natural, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, everything's natural on all of us housewives.
Yeah, of course. So it's oil, detoxify, nourish. You know, I like a good oil, so...
What's it smell like?
Oh, this is the company that comes with the board, and it's like, it's to smooth your fascia out.
Oh.
So I think you like put this on, and then you like massage your legs up and down. Of course, you don't have a dimple in your whole body, so I don't think you need this.
This is dumb.
But for me, I think I might need this. But I think I'm too lazy. I'd have to like ask my husband, hey, could you get that thing and like massage it up and down my leg? Your husband will totally
do it too.
Yeah,
that's why. That's the benefit of dating an older man. They'll do so much more for you than a young man.
Right.
Sorry, young man in the world. But what's it smell like? Because that's always key.
Let's open it. Okay, let's open it. Well, you're opening that. I'll open.
Yeah. So this is Wish, but cute. WHISH.
That's a great company. My daughter loves that company.
I could always use some self tanner since I am so white. I am blue. And my daughter's always like, you need a spray tan. But I just don't like to take the time. So if I have a good one at home, but I've had so many nightmares. We were filming the opening titles.
Oh, it's good. That's a love it.
Let me smell it.
Oh, yeah. That's a love it.
We were.
I like it's fresh.
Yeah, it's very fresh.
It's
great. I like the bottle too. So we were filming opening titles for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I can't remember what season, but so you're under the hot lights all day. You know, it's when we spin around in between the scenes, and then the group photos and videos and all of that. We were doing that. So the day before, I had to use a new spray tan girl, and she came to my house, and my friend recommended her. Okay, it was kind of stinky, and it was organic, and all this stuff. So I was trying to do the right thing. So we go in the morning. I'm in hair and makeup. My makeup artist is like, "You're a little dark." Okay? Oh no. So then we get under the lights, and it's an all-day shoot.
Are you getting darker and darker by the minute?
And darker and darker. And my producers are like, you're getting darker, and basically you're gonna fuck up the shot, right?
Oh my
gosh. Because as we're filming all the different shots,
this is hilarious.
I'm just getting darker, and they're gonna have to fix it in post or something because it clearly was not, and the color was off, and I was just like, this is a lesson learned. Never use a new self-tanner or a new self-tanner person the day before you have an event.
Any kind of event, photo shoot or anything.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
You'd think I would know better. Do you remember
that year? I wonder if the
year?
lights of the heat from the lights was like helping like activate it
100%,
too, like getting darker and darker.
Maybe that's something that people that have self-tanning services should do. Maybe there should be like a heat process at the end. Maybe you just be like, boom. Or I wonder if you put a hairdryer maybe on yourself.
I don't know. I feel like that could be like a whole new business, right? Could. Like a whole new machine you step into. It's like accelerated activation for your tan.
But
I mean, I'm so white. I
know you and I need to get a spray tan, or we use this. But also with this stuff, we had to do like a patch test to see what color it's going to turn out, and the smell. The smell is the worst situation.
I know
it's
it
just
is
awful.
Why?
I don't know, but and then if the color is bad and it's already all over you, I don't know if you remember the year that Charisse Theron. Am I saying her name?
Yes.
I'm sure I'm saying her name wrong, but whatever her name is, she's
Charlize
Theron.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I'm just gonna say
beautiful girl,
super hot ass bitch.
Yeah,
won the award for Monster, and she came on stage and she's so stunning, and she truly was orange, and I was like,
oh my god,
her people are gonna hear about this, and she had a white dress on of all things, and I was like, oh no, bless her beautiful heart, and so we'll try this one before we wear it out.
Let's try it.
Okay,
you want to smell it?
Yeah.
Is it a like it, leave it?
Here. You smell it while I get the next thing.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm just going to say we leave it because we got to just go get a spray tan.
Oh, good. Another vape pen for you.
Oh, yay.
Melatonin. Well, you're not going to use it?
No, I don't need it. Hey, okay, this is already a lose it because they put a sticker on this. This is like, it was already in a box. So why are they double doing this? Okay.
I don't know. Gemma, who knows?
I know, I'm so picky. It does not smell bad at all.
Okay. Well, that's a total benefit then.
And it says it's a good. So let's put it in like it.
Is this a room spray?
That is.
Let's smell it.
Okay, let's smell. Has a nice spray texture.
Yeah. Cute packaging too.
Ooh, it smells very.
It's good. I like it.
Mentholy.
I like it.
Is there a menthol in it?
Well,
that's a hairspray.
Oh, cool. That's good for travel. I like it.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm a little worried about these and we got to roll, but I thought for the ending here, we would have a dessert menu item.
Okay, let's
but I'm
try
scared
it.
because if it's like vegan and it's going to taste like dirt, here, you eat it.
Here, you eat it. Oh my God. Okay.
Let me know how it goes.
That's what you get if you're the sidekick.
I'm a Toll
I
House.
have to eat
I
it.
am a Toll House chocolate chip cookie girl, and I have a feeling those are not going to taste like that.
They're not Toll House.
Are you going to break a tooth?
No, they're actually really good.
Are they chewy?
No, they're actually really good.
Okay,
I like them.
okay.
That's a love it actually for me.
Oh, okay. Then we'll put it right over here.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, we have to do more of these because they're just so fun.
They're so fun.
There's so many cool products out there. So.
Oh my gosh, and let's tag all these people in this post so they can know where to find it if they want it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. Well, we're out of time for today. I feel like we could have gone on and on about the wellness spa, but there's going to be more stories to tell in our adventures together for sure.
I'm sure.
Anyway, okay, firecrackers. Until next time, this is TNT, baby. Taylor out.